I am so excited for today's video. I feel like, I flew over to Australia for the Boundless Beauty Summit, but I really flew over to Australia to come play with guide dogs. I love guide dogs. I'm so excited. So we're going to Guide Dog Australia's training facility because, you know, every school does things a little bit differently, and I want to see how they do it down under. So we're going to get to go work an Australian guide dog, and most excitingly, my boyfriend is going to get to work his first guide dog blindfolded. Obviously, I would never let him work Elton because Elton is my pupperoo. So now he gets to finally have the experience to know what it's like to work a dog. So very excited. We're in the car, we're almost there. It's like an hour outside of where we were in Sydney. Ooh, and the car we're riding in is pink. Incredible. Obsessed. Great branding. We have arrived at the Guide Dogs Australia New South Wales training facility. And immediately I walked in, I was like, I smell the dogs, I can hear the dogs, where are the dogs? Get me to the doggos. But something that's really interesting is, unlike a lot of our schools in North America, the way that they do the training here is that all of the dogs are trained here on campus, after puppy raising, of course, which is very similar to how we do it in North America. But they do not do on-campus training with students. So they're more like Fidelco or CNIB guide dogs, where they bring the dog to the client in the field and do home-based training, not facility-based training. So they don't necessarily have like beds and rooms where students stay here on site. This is more where all of the dogs are born and raised. They've got their vet here on site. So that's what we're gonna be exploring today. And it's amazing. I've been to their office in Sydney, like their head office, and they've done the same thing here, which is that they've renovated the space to be universally accessible. So there's a lot of really interesting features. Like I noticed in the bathrooms at their head office, they had a Braille tactile map of the bathroom, literal game changer, obsessed with that. I need those outside of every public bathroom I ever enter. They also have things like high color contrast, so the toilet is a different color to the floor. The tap is black against the white porcelain sink, as well as the soap dispensers. All of these different little elements, lots of tactile design on the floor, and lighting that's really interesting. So it's really cool to see that they've incorporated universal accessible design into their physical spaces, which we know, I'm a big fan of that. Okay, here's one example of the design that I was just talking about. The floor texture changes. So as a cane user, walking around here, I'm able to immediately feel, and this texture runs along all of the sides. So wherever there's like a wall that you're gonna come across, the texture changes here. And then when you enter from, say here, which is a hallway, which is a hard floor, into like a meeting room, it changes to carpet. So they've used textured floor elements to denote different changes of space. We are rolling, and I have my first friend here from Guide Dogs Australia. You have a really interesting role that I'd love for you to share what you do.
Yeah, so I work in the social change team at Guide Dogs, and my role is an access and advocacy advisor. So essentially it involves working with the community to make changes for people with low vision or blindness. So we know that barriers continue to persist despite providing all the services and all the education to the individual, and we need to make sure that the community and the environment changes.
Right, that laws are put in place to protect people,
yes,
that society is aware of those laws and the rights.
Totally, yeah. So looking at legislation, policy, compliance and education as those key places where we need to make changes. And obviously we are doing a lot of work with the community of low vision or blindness to make sure that everything aligns with their needs.
Yeah, I think that's what is so interesting is when you hear the name Guide Dogs Australia, you're like, oh, they do guide dogs. Yes. But you guys actually do so much more than that, obviously. Like I came out to speak about inclusivity in the beauty industry. Totally. That has nothing to do with dogs specifically, yes. Right? So there's a lot more work than just guide dogs that you guys do.
Totally. So only about 20% of our services actually are for people with guide dogs and guide dog related. We have so many other services, so many other things that we do to create change so that the community is more accessible and people have the skills to access the community. And I think that's something to really celebrate.
So K1, where we're going next, is like the puppies?
Yeah, our puppy and breeding kennels. So all of our litters of puppies come through here. Our breeding mothers come in here, and our puppy raising dogs that come into season also come in here. And then occasionally we might have some dogs visit for vet visits, and they'll come through here as well.
And here at Guide Dogs, you do all Labradors, purebred Labradors?
Yeah, so most of our dogs are purebred Labradors. Occasionally we might have some lines of Golden Retriever come through as well. So we did breed Labrador cross Golden Retriever at one stage. We've kind of leaned a little bit away from Golden Retrievers and more on the Labrador side now as well.
So we'll see lots of black and yellow labs today.
So what I'll do is I'll take you down to our K1 enrichment area. So this is our K1 enrichment area. So this is where we socialise our puppies. So a lot of the time...
It's a little park for the dogs.
Yeah.
So a lot of the time our puppies are born in volunteer homes, and they're in the home rearers home, the volunteer homes, up until they're 6 weeks of age.
Okay.
At 6 weeks of age, they come into the centre. Up until that 6 weeks of age point, they're still getting their vaccinations and whatnot, so they're not fully covered in they're not fully protected by kind of all the outside diseases and whatnot. So when they come to the centre, they haven't really been exposed to a lot of external things, and this is where we start introducing them to those things. So it could be a matter of statues that replicate birds that they might see out in the wild, or it could be surfaces that they may not have walked across before out in the public. So we've got tactile markers to get them used to working across different surfaces. We've got different sizes of stairs as well.
Ooh, can I walk around a bit?
Yeah, of course. So if you
forward and to the left is the stairs with the tactile markers.
Yes, and I will say Australia, you guys have these tactile markers everywhere. They're so good. They're everywhere. I'm obsessed. Okay, and then we've got shallow, wide stairs.
The path curves around to the right. And here I'll bring you to the dog statue.
Doggos.
The doggo statue.
Hi, buddy. Does he have a name?
we haven't actually named our statues in here. We probably should.
This is
That would be
Elton
very
John.
cute.
Okay, this will be awesome.
His name is Elton John. We've named him.
The next one is Benix, then Gallop, then Gypsy.
Yes, we have a ball pit. That is the cutest.
Wait, they have a ball pit.
Yeah, so we have a little ball pit to our right. So the purpose of this is to get the pups comfortable, one, with different things under their footing, but also to get used to having something touching their body. So this is kind of their first experience of having things touching their body and getting used to things, which then further gets them more comfortable with having a harness placed on them when they get older. So from this we'll progress to different things like little harnesses and jackets being placed on them. So it's just that positive exposure to something touching their body.
Right.
And when they interact with this sort of stuff, we give them lots of rewards. So they get to choose to interact, and we give them lots of rewards when they do. So it's a positive experience. So this little circular path around the bottom here, again, is all lots of different surfaces. So the first lot of surfaces are some wooden planks, so kind of like railway sleepers. So again, different surfaces under the puppy's feet, and every time they walk over something different, we give them lots of positive rewards and reinforcement for that, which is really nice for them. And then we've got another concrete footpath, and then some kind of rock tiles.
Oh, almost like cobblestone or something.
Yeah, that's it, cobblestone. And then we've got a little bridge, so this gets them comfortable with walking over different kind of height surfaces. So it's only very low, but it also gives them that kind of view that it is a bit higher as well.
Right, and that has like the open side, so they can like look out and see that they're kind of raised.
Yeah, and then we do have a little tap further on the other side of the area, which then runs through underneath the bridge, and it creates like a little stream underneath the bridge.
Oh, cute.
So the puppies can actually walk through the little river. There's like a little river bed.
Right, to get used to walking in water.
Yeah, so they're comfortable. If there's a puddle on the footpath, they're comfortable walking through that puddle.
Totally. Hi. Oh, somebody getting a bath.
Yes.
Oh.
Who have you got there?
We've got Toby.
Toby.
So Toby's currently in guide dog training, I believe. So he's come in just for a freshen up. So he's actually in our home boarding homes at the moment. So that's where our trainers go out, collect them from the volunteer homes and take them out training for the day. So he's just come in for a freshen up, nice bath today.
Oh, he's little groomy groom. We call them the groomy groomies.
Quite possibly been having some fun in some mud at home.
Yes.
Are you getting the groomy groomies, Toby? You're gonna be a big good dog.
So our kennels are all purpose-built. We have underfloor heating throughout all 3 of our kennels, which we can turn on and off and set to different temperatures. We've got air conditioning and heating through vents through each wing. Each wing is controlled separately, so if we've got older dogs or younger dogs in one kennel and we want to keep that wing a little bit warmer, we can do that as well. We have baffling on our roof, so acoustic tiles. So if there's any noise for barking or anything like that around feed time is very excitable for our dogs. That acoustic tile will absorb some of that sound and stop it kind of echoing as well. Down into each wing, we have individual pens for our dogs. On each pen, we have a little tag that tells us which dog is in each pen. It tells us their name, tells us their microchip number, their description, so that means yellow female lab or Nadia's sign right there, and what classification they're under. So Nadia is currently under puppy raising. So 2 pens inside will actually what we call buzz out to 1 pen outside.
Right.
So if we partner 2 dogs next to each other,
They have to be able to be good
yeah,
together.
get
in
along
the
really
outdoor
well
pen.
together and outside. The reason we call it buzzing is because those doors at the backs of our pens, they're held by a really strong magnet. That magnet locks our doors. We have some switches in our foyer, so when we flick those switches, it lets off a buzzing sound. And just like Pavlov's dog, that buzzing sound, when that dog hears that buzzing sound, it means that that door's unlocked, and they
they can go
recognize
outside.
that. They can open their door and let themselves out.
I love that.
And then we've got some hooks on the outside, so we can hook those doors open, and the dogs in the afternoon can mix together outside and inside and go in and out as they please.
with their friends. They can go hang out with their friends.
Yeah. And then overnight we bring them all in into their individual pens. Just like us humans, we've been out with people all day. Sometimes we just want some chill, downtime, one-on-one with ourselves. And most of our dogs are pretty happy with that. If we've got dogs that do prefer company overnight, we can remove the barriers in between, and they can mix together overnight as well.
Cute.
Yeah. So at lunchtime, any dogs that are on site, we will bring inside for a little nap. And at nap time, we play some nap time music for them. So we have acoustic music that comes through speakers through our roofs, and then our dogs will sleep to that music. The music that we do play is actually scientifically proven to lower the heart rates of our dogs and keep them rested. So the tracks that we've provided are those tracks that keep our dogs nice and settled. So if they've been out training, playing, running around, going a bit crazy during the day, they can come in and they can just chill out and relax, and that music will bring their heart rates down as well, which is really nice.
And did you say you play audiobooks sometimes?
We do play audiobooks, so in the afternoons, again, when they're meant to be having really nice relaxed playtime, not crazy playtime, we put on some audiobooks, and that gives them kind of that feeling that somebody's there constantly talking to them as well. So we've got Peter Rabbit, Winnie the Pooh, Harry Potter.
Winnie the Pooh, my favorite. May I suggest Unseen, How I Lost My Vision But Found My Voice by Molly Burke would be a great one to play for the dogs. They can learn about their future as a guide dog and who they'll be helping.
That'll be
Pre-order
amazing.
now. Shameless
We'll
plug.
get that onto our playlist.
They need to. Noodles.
Oh, Noodle really likes
Noodle,
you.
Noodle.
Hi, sweetie. Hello.
Noodle is so small.
She is.
Quite a small lab.
You're a little baby girl.
Yeah, she literally becomes a noodle, doesn't she?
She is like a little wee noodle. I'm very excited.
To say hi to everyone.
Noodle.
Matches for her yet?
Yeah, so today's Noodle's last day of training. So in the next few weeks, we'll be looking at clients for her.
Big news,
Wow.
Noodle. You're going to get matched with a client. She's
Congratulations.
graduating. It's the moment we've all been waiting for. I'm going to get to test drive an Aussie dog, see how different they are. We've got 2 dogs, Jill and Noodle. Noodle. And they are both complete training. So they're like ready to be matched. And I'm going to give them a little trial run, but more exciting. Then my boyfriend is going to give them a trial run. He's never worked a guide dog ever before. So I'm very excited to see what you think of working a guide dog.
I'm excited. I'm also kind of nervous, but I'm excited.
I think you'll see well, especially if you use a cane first,
True, yeah.
then you'll see how much easier. Well, I think it's so much easier because I've been using one for 18 years, but I think you'll see why it feels like so safe. I hope that's how you think. We'll see.
Yeah, we'll
see.
have to do the cane first
Yeah.
for myself, and then, I don't know, you can give me some kind of challenge to do with the cane, and then, yeah, we'll do the guide dog.
I mean,
after that.
obviously, trying a cane and trying a guide dog when you have no experience being blind is not a representation of what it's like for actual blind people who have lots of experience in training. But it still gives you like a little bit of a glimpse into maybe like helping understand. So let's work the doggies.
Okay, you first.
Yes. Okay.
Did you want to hold Noodle
Yeah.
for the video? Noodle.
Come here.
Girl. Hand you the
Heel.
lead.
Good girl. Okay, so I've never felt the equipment that you guys use.
Okay,
so this is your
one of
leash.
our leather leads, and it doubles over itself, so we can extend it for longer from where
Yep,
they're
just like
toileting.
yours, Molly.
Yeah. Ours like slides through there.
Oh, okay.
So it's a little different.
Oh yeah. Maybe there's like an extra ring, I guess, on yours.
Yeah, mine like this
Yeah, there's another
slides
big ring there.
through and then goes down to here. But very similar. Yours is also like a little bit like thinner, more narrow. Mine's like a little wider. And then the collar you guys use.
Really interesting
A
collars.
martingale.
Ah, okay.
And this one's got a clip on it, so we can unclip that.
Interesting. And are they always like full fabric martingales?
Yep. So usually the ones we give to clients don't have the clip on that, so this is one of the training ones.
Ah, okay. So it's like
Yeah.
would slide over
Yeah,
the head.
slips over the head, yeah.
And then the harness.
This is a
Ooh.
leather harness.
What's this here?
This is a tube, so it can go over the buckle to lock the handle in place so it doesn't jingle around.
Oh, interesting. So, okay, so it's a leather. Ooh.
She wants to smell me, I guess.
Oh. Oh, intriguing. Okay.
So this strap that you're holding onto
Goes over the back, and then the chest
the
strap.
chest, and then the one that's dangling goes under the.
Yeah, so, okay, so this one is different from mine. Mine hangs from this side, so it clips on the far left of the dog versus the inside. And mine is a buckle like what is on the collar,
Okay.
not a, like a, what would you call these, claw clip? Like a, yeah. So it's a little different that way. And then this part, is this reflective tape?
Yeah, it's reflective,
Yeah.
and then the top part's leather,
Leather.
so it's nice and comfortable to hold on to.
Nice. Yeah, mine is reflective on the chest and on the sides. So similar that way. Okay. How do you guys put the harnesses on?
So we hold it out and say get dressed, and she should
Get dressed.
Love it.
Okay.
I can drop that over her back. Perfect. And
Hi,
then
Noodle.
just grab that strap under her chest. So there we go. And then clip that up on the side.
Hi.
She's excited.
Thank
She's
you,
wagging her
thank you,
tail.
thank you.
We'll pull the lead through.
That's how you know they love working, when they wag their tail when the harness goes on.
Yes. Okay. Wow. Oh my God. It feels so small. This is crazy.
Yeah, she's so tiny.
This is
compared to Elsa.
wild. My guide dog is like up here.
Yeah.
And I just like grab the handle. Like Gallop, my second guide dog, I literally like my hand rested on his back as he guided me. So there was actually no lift in the handle, which meant if his harness was off, I could just like put my hand on the small of his back and he would guide me because it felt the same. So this is like so far down.
Forward is to go forward, and it's kind of like a bowling ball. So swing
You do the
your
hand.
out.
Yep, same hand gesture. I feel like the hand gestures are probably all very similar, but it's like
probably.
my dogs all know French commands.
Yeah, yes.
So the English is like a bit weird for me.
Yeah.
Okay, so go forward is
So
the.
forward, and then at the end, we're going to say find the seat. So
Okay.
in front of us, we've got 3 barriers and then 2 seats. One of them somebody's sitting in. So
Okay.
Noodle's going to find the vacant. She's probably a bit nervous with all these people.
She's like, what's going on? Who are you?
All right, so
Okay.
if you're going to say forward,
Noodle, forward.
she'll guide you around those obstacles. So
Having
just
a
keep
long
going.
handle feels so weird. Forward.
Keep going, Noodle. Good girl.
Yeah, she's so much further in front of you than you're used
Yes.
to. Oh, she's
And then
doing great.
Ask her to find the seat.
Find the seat, Noodle. Find the seat.
There we go.
Thank you, Noodle. I wish I had a treat to give you.
Noodle. Good girl. Did you want to go for a bit of a longer walk?
Sure.
Yeah?
Yeah, let's just peruse.
Okay, so we'll move her over just so she's away from those chairs. So if you want to ask her forward.
Noodle, forward. Good girl.
Perfect. Good girl. So if she's feeling a bit distracted, we can say straight on.
Straight on, Noodle.
And then now you can ask her to find left.
Find left. Find left there. Good girl. Well done. She's got like a little rocky walk.
Yeah, she does.
Like she has like a roll to her gait. Yeah.
Forward.
That's what's so interesting when you try different dogs is they do all have such a different gait.
Yeah, definitely. So now if you want to ask her to find the curb,
Find the curb.
she's going to find that down curb
Find the curb.
and stop.
Very good girl, Noodle. That was very good stopping.
So she's found a crossing for us.
Noodle, right. Noodle, right. Good girl. Oh yeah, she's got a fast little clip to her.
Yeah, she does. So now we're heading down towards the vet building.
She's a good speed though.
Yeah, she is.
Oh, you're going quick there. I think she's about ready to run.
Yeah, she's quick.
Running too fast, we can ask her steady.
Steady. Noodle, steady.
Good girl.
Oh, there
yeah,
you go.
very
Look at
good.
that speed change. Do you have a command for her to go quicker if you want it?
Hop, hop.
Hop up. Okay.
Sort of say it in a higher voice.
Yeah.
But and now we're back where we started.
And she's off to try to start again.
Good girl, Noodle.
Yay.
Good job, Noodle. Well done. Well done.
Aw.
Oh, yes. Thank you for guiding me.
Oh, sorry for distracting you.
She says, who are you?
Yeah.
Okay, so now that I've had my guide dog walk, before my boyfriend has his guide dog walk, he needs to have his cane walk. This is obviously way too short a cane for him.
Oh, right. Yeah, that'll
Yes,
be weird.
so you'll be walking very slow.
I'll just be, yeah, exactly.
Typically, the faster the walker, the taller the cane, because you need like a longer leeway to meet your obstacle, but you'll probably be walking very slow because you have never been blindfolded with a cane before.
Never?
So we're gonna try to make it as simple as possible because again, as I said earlier, he's never had cane training as somebody like me has. So this isn't like an authentic representation of what it's like to be blind, but it's a better representation than never trying. Like you can't build empathy if you've never experienced it at all. So
Right.
having some kind of base level understanding of what the cane feels like gives you a better comparison of like why I, for example, choose to use a guide dog.
Right, yeah,
So,
exactly.
I will give you the
so,
cane.
you've told me before, like, how to hold it and stuff and
Yes.
how to swing it, but could you give me a refresher? I know, like, so is it
Center.
right hand or left hand?
Well, you're
I
right-handed,
guess it doesn't
so it'd be
matter, so
right-handed.
okay.
I do left because I'm left-handed.
Right,
But
yeah,
you
yeah.
do it in your dominant hand.
Okay.
Centered on your body, like around your belly button.
Oh, interesting. Okay, so I don't, like, extend my elbow out.
No.
Okay, so I keep my elbow
You
bent.
have pretty close to your body.
Okay, right.
And then your pointer finger
Yeah.
goes along the flat edge.
Got
like
it.
goes straight along the flat edge of the cane handle.
And is that, I kind of keep that on the side, right? So it allows me to, like, push
you
kind of like this?
Yeah. Mhm.
Yeah? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
All right, so someone is going to
where
tell
is he
me
going?
how to get to the kitchen from here?
So what you're going to have to do is pretty much your feet are aligned.
Great. I kind of felt like I was already turned towards it.
Yeah,
So, okay.
if you walk straight ahead,
Okay, here I go. And then, Molly, does it,
4 meters,
You step with the right foot, you swing to the left. So you're like opposite, you're swinging the opposite
Like
direction
that.
to where you're stepping.
and then each swing of the cane is for the steps? Like one swing and then a step
Yeah.
and then a swing?
Correct.
you should make contact with the gate
Oh, God, okay. That's terrifying.
and essentially do what's called
Where am I?
shore
Here I am.
line with a cane, which is tapping the edge of the
Okay.
steps, just like the right side of the body as well. Following
I think I'm doing this right. Yeah.
until you reach
No, like
the
this.
doorway, which is in front of you.
Okay. Wow, that's so hard.
I told you you'd be walking slow.
Yep.
He wanted to have more
Okay, I found
obstacles,
a
and I
wall.
told him no, because you're not going to be good. So
I found
no
the handle
obstacles.
too. Does this one open? This one doesn't open. Okay. Okay.
So finally open.
Gotta try to keep using the cane here. Oh, did I go too far?
Sorry, there's actually 2 doorways.
Okay. Oh my gosh, this is so. See, this gives you such a good appreciation for navigating because I didn't know that. Okay. Nope. Hey, I made it. Hello, everyone.
There you
Everyone
go.
having lunch? Okay, I did it. Yay.
Getting to know her, that's a really
She's a
important
good
part
girl.
of,
Yeah. Good girl.
bonding with the dog, so making sure before you ask the dog to do anything,
Right.
that it knows you're a good person. and
Yeah.
It knows it's worth that you're worth listening
Good
to.
girl.
So lots of pats, which is what Labradors obviously love, and then obviously the treats.
Yeah.
Now with the sit that you're
Yeah.
doing, what I'll be doing is encourage the dog to sit next to you.
Okay.
So rather than in front of you. So what
Right.
you're going to do is shorten your lead up just
Okay.
a little bit. Yep. Yep. Shorten a little bit more. Yep. So you can feel what the dog's
A little bit of
doing.
taut. Okay.
Yeah. As soon
Mhm.
as that dog moves, you can feel where it's going. So just put your right hand down on top of the dog's head.
Okay.
Don't give it a treat and just feel their body.
Where's she?
Is it
Here she
pretty
is.
straight? Like where's the bum located?
Yeah, she's way out there. She's
Yeah,
sticking out. Here,
she
come.
is way out there. So just bring your hand back to your right hand side of your body now. That's it. And then just bring your hands over to the left to give her that treat, to keep her on that left hand side. So bring that right hand right over
like
here.
this?
Yeah. So
Okay.
making sure that she stays on that left side.
Right, okay.
And doesn't wander over. To the
Right, to keep her close.
That's
Okay.
it. Yeah. So what you want to do is we'll just do another little bit of obedience. So take a step forward, and you're going to tell her to upstand, but you're going to keep the lead short.
Okay.
All you want the dog to do is stand up.
Okay.
And then you're going to give that treat straight away as soon as they stand.
Okay.
But reach across your body to give it to her. Okay?
Upstand? Big hop?
She was keen for it, wasn't
Yeah.
she? You gave the treat only when she was standing and not jumping, and that's what I love to see.
Oh, great.
So we want all 4 paws on the ground all the time. Yep, there you go. So you're showing her your open palm, which is perfect. So she knows that you haven't got one in your hand ready to go into her mouth. So we are all prepared.
Okay.
Well, you've gotten to know her. She knows that you have the good treats, that you have the good pats that she loves. So what we're going to do is try and get her to do the same route that you did with the cane, and just look at that difference. So we'll discuss what that feels like afterwards.
Okay.
What we're going to do is just slide your hand down, put it on her back, and then onto her handle. That's it, that's all ready to go. And the way you hold the handle is actually really light.
Okay.
So you spread your fingers all across that handle, and you keep it over her back. That's it. So you don't want to be pulling it towards you, you want to be following exactly where she's going, okay? Because she's the one that knows the way.
Right.
All right?
And
So-
the leash is just kind of resting kind of in my hand as well?
That's perfect. So you can also put it between your fingers, like between that. That's it, like that too. Yep. So it's just
Cool.
ready to pick up and take if you need.
I
it.
keep mine like looped under my pointer finger.
Yeah.
Right,
Yeah.
okay.
People prefer to hold it in different ways. But it's just got to be ready to get if you need it.
Right.
So when you're about to head off, what you do is we put our right foot backwards. That's it. Perfect. So it just keeps you that little bit balanced before you take off, and also protects her shoulder. So we want to make sure that she's not going to veer too far to the right. That's keeping her left. You're going to use a bowling action with your arm. So from behind you to in front. And you're just going to say, Jill, forward. and use
Okay.
her name, okay.
Jill, forward.
Perfect. And you're going to follow that where that harness is going. That's it. You're going to trust her. Okay. Say find the door.
Find the door.
That's it. And bowling action again. Find the door.
Find the door.
That's it.
Good girl.
Perfect. And put
Good
your hand
girl.
Down. She's there. Great. Give her a big pat.
Good job.
She did it.
Yay. Let's see where the handle is. There it is. Good girl. Yay. Good girl, Jill. Yay. Good job.
Very good.
Amazing. Wow, that was amazing.
Yeah.
Good girl.
So how much quicker was it than using your cane?
Very quick. Oh my gosh, the cane was maybe 2.5 minutes or something, right? That was 10 seconds.
Yeah, it feels so much longer.
Wow, she's incredible.
Okay, so walking with the guide dog was fun and all, but cuddling with puppies, I don't know if anything in life can beat that. The lullaby music is playing. They are peacefully resting. We're gonna scrub in and see if they wanna hang out with us. If not, I will be slightly offended, but I will understand. They've had a big day. They are 6 weeks old.
This is the first day they've arrived here. They
Yes,
just
this is their
arrived
first
today.
day back. So we're not gonna like chase them around or try to force them to hang out with us. We're just gonna go casually and calmly into their space, all scrubbed in. And if they want to say hi to me, they're welcome to. Hello.
Are you cuddling puppies?
I just want to do this every day, all day. This is all I want to do with my
so
whole
sweet.
life.
Oh my
Are
god,
you
I love
just
the tiny little teetsies. The tiny little puppy
And little
teetsies.
teeth
Teetsies.
and little pawsies and the big ears. Do you like my croc? What is that? Oh, they're
Oh,
all so
hello.
friendly.
So if you're wondering, the nail polish that's on their ears is how they figure out who's who.
Oh my god.
This one likes your shoe. It looks like a chew toy.
You're trying to take this. This one likes my love ring.
Oh,
So this little list here that Sarah's passing down is actually our list of names and colours,
oh hello.
and that tells us who is who. And then we've got yellow, black. Yellow and black, all male and female. So it's yellow female, yellow male.
Hello. Oh my goodness, they're so cute.
Oh, they're very
You guys-
social.
you
They're very
guys so cute.
confident.
There's a few that are just sleeping ones.
Oh, sleepy. Oh my
Just
god.
woke up, so he's
Oh, big yawn.
It's a baby.
Hello. Oh my goodness. Don't you come here? Oh,
This is the greatest thing ever.
This one wants to climb up on my lap. You can do it. Are you stumbling?
You're playing with a little plastic teacup.
Oh my goodness. There you go. Oh my goodness.
I'm just dying. I'm just dying.
It's the best.
Oh.
Hello, everyone. Hello, sweetie. Oh, you're so sweet.
Look at this. Look at, they're all here.
Yeah.
They're all here.
Do you really love people?
What can I say? Dogs know who's good, you know?
It's true. Oh, that was a big jump. Did you stumble? Oh, do you want my microphone? I'm sorry, you can't have the microphone. Oh. Yeah. The microphone might not be sterile. I don't want you doing that. Oh, stumble. Oh, there you go.
This one's like, wait, why are you
There
giving that
you
one so
go.
much attention? Give me some attention.
Oh. Oh my goodness. No, you don't go there.
You like the little puppy whisperer.
Oh, the kisses. Hello.
I am going to have everything about Guide Dogs Australia and New South Wales linked down below in case anybody here in Australia is curious about volunteering, donating, or of course, getting a doggo. So check that out down below. I mean, we've cuddled with puppies. There's really like no going up from there. So I think it's time we wrap this up and head home back into the city. We've got an hour of Friday traffic to battle with, off to Bondi to go surfing. So that will be the next episode, and I'll see you there. Until then, you can click over here to see one of my guide dog videos, or over here to watch my previous surfing video. I'll see you next time. Bye.